welcome back to Opio's laboratory. So I thought I should take you through identifying dead components in electronic repairs. Now the idea is that I taught you soldering and desoldering, and the purpose of it was to help you with removing dead components and replacing components that are dead. Now, in electronics repairs, the components involved are conductors. These are basically wires, and you will find these in print circuit boards. Now, you notice those green things. Now, those lines that you see that are greener are actually conductors that have been painted green to prevent it from oxidation from the atmosphere. The other thing are resistors. Now, we shall teach that also. Then diodes. These tend to also include light emitting diodes. We shall introduce you to capacitors, transistors, and more. And all of this for you to be able to identify the dead things. But before that, you need to know how they work, their principle, the physics behind, so that you can be able to know when it is dead and non-functional. Now, you know that in identifying dead components, we use a multimeter. This simply means to measure. Meter means to measure, and multi because it has multiple measuring things, including voltmeter, ammeter, and ohmmeter. Now, etc. Now, you all notice that the voltmeter is used for measuring voltage or potential difference, and that's ammeter is for measuring current. Ohmmeter is usually used for measuring resistance, and you may notice the name ohm is a unit for resistors. So ohmmeter, ohm measurement, ohm measuring. So it's for measuring resistance. And before we reach the extent of measuring, we need to bring you the concepts of current, electricity, and I think also the concept of electrostatics, because at times that may be necessary for you to be introduced to electricity. Anyway, in electrostatics, I would like to introduce you to a small piece of experiment that I think you may have noticed, like for instance sparking. But then there's that famous one where if you rub a comb against your hair and bring it near pieces of paper, it will attract it. This time I'm going to use a pen. Right now, notice it cannot attract them. Now I'm rubbing against my hair, then I bring, you can see that it attracts the paper, and I have no glue on the pen. Rubbed it again on my hair and it attracted. So basically, how do we explain that? The idea is that any material, even this copper piece of metal, is made up of atoms. Now, atoms are made up of a nucleus surrounded by electrons that are in an orbit or electron shell. The neutron and proton are located in the nucleus. Proton being positively charged, while the electron is negatively charged. So the charge on the proton and electron balance out and makes it neutral. We said electrons were inhabited in the shells. Now, this pen is made out of atoms. When I rub it against my hair, that's my head, and there, friction generates heat enough for my hair to lose electrons into the pen, causing the pen to bear negative charges all over. Now, when I bring that pen next to my pieces of paper, it induces a positive